Welcome back to Link to the Past.
Like, I know it's a thing that comes from later games. Like, literally the next game after Link's Awakening. But I really like it when they do the whole, like, dungeon introduction thing. Even if it's just one quick, like...
Oh, you go in and it gives you, like, the name of the dungeon.
The name of the dungeon, like, what level it is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I gotta go kill Mr. I just figured out what legs were. Oh, that's what they are!
So this is dungeon...
I'm sorry. I know you got a thing to say real quick. That face kills me on that stone. It's just... I've seen so many people play these games. Why is this the first time this stone's just like, ah! It's just killing the crap out of me.
Okay, so this is dungeon number 4?
Yes.
Which is...
Thieves' Den?
Thieves' Den. That sounds right. Thieves' Hideout, Thieves' Den.
I think it's Thieves' Hideout. Alright, I already got the map. Can't take a corner, can you, bitch?
Gotta go find something to hide behind.
Why do those things exist? Outside of... Not even the... mostly the lore reason. I know game mechanics is just to mess with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so come in from that side.
Yeah, it's hard to say, really.
Especially because you have, like, the Moon Pearl. I guess, like, the Moon Pearl just gets overridden by those things.
At least for a time.
Like, maybe it's Ganon. It's part of Ganon's thing where he's like, I'll just do this and you won't have your true form for whatever reason.
Just placing traps to disable your...
I mean, I guess if you were the guy who's going around going like, oh, the destined hero will come and defeat you and take the golden power from you, you're probably like, I should probably set up some traps. Just in case, you know, like, just that off chance that that the destined hero does show up and I have to take care of him.
Yeah. Those things are honestly just called rabbit beams.
Okay, I get rabbit beam. I get rabbit because they turn you into a rabbit. Beams. I'm not so sure about that because they just don't really seem like beam-esque things. But whatever.
It's a rabbit beam. Ooh, the medallions can destroy them, and you can turn them into a fairy with magical powder.
Oh.
I did not know that.
I don't think many people knew that, because this is the first time I've heard of them being...
Yeah, you see them and you just get the heck out.
Alright, so...
Rabbit beam, really?
No, I guess.
Alright, I've made a new enemy. Made a new trap for Link. I call it the Rabbit Beam. Hey, buddy.
Are you gonna be that bitch?
It's kind of an interesting dungeon because it's almost like 2 dungeons. Thematically.
I threw one to the other one.
Yeah, thematically it's almost 2 dungeons because you have this entry area with these giant rooms, and then you have, like, the entire rest of the dungeon.
Aha! Okay.
Crap.
A little early. They really don't last that long. There's like no enemies can take advantage of it unless you're just really bad and just haven't got like any hearts.
Yeah. Ooh, in the Palace of the Four Sword, there is a revamped Helmasaur King that has a friggin' eyeball on his forehead.
Yeah, that's the GBA version.
Yeah.
Because that's where they originally put the 4 sword stuff at.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were like, listen, we gotta sell this connector cable.
It's just one of friggin' Vitreous' eyes.
Huh?
You'll meet him later, don't worry.
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, the Minish Cap bad guy. The one guy that we're all like, oh man, I love this guy. I hope Ganon never gets involved with him in, like, 4 sword adventures. I guess who got involved with him? And we're like, son of a bit. I think it's Vautry. Vautry's the Minish Cap guy.
Vadi?
Vadi, thank you. Yeah, there we go. What the hell was I thinking of? Vautry?
I mean, it's close.
I think I was thinking of Vitra. Because there was a, because Shin Megami Tensei 5 Violence. Kind of, yeah. Vengeance is coming out soon. They're doing that thing they did last time where they go, like, over some of the demons they're introducing. And one of the ones was Vatra. Oh, hey, yeah. I knew I'd get around there sometime. Oh, I found a big key already.
These dragon-looking guys running around are called Zazak.
Zazak?
Yeah.
Is it like the same thing for Zaku's, where you find out, like, their names just mean, like, little guys?
I don't know. Let me see if I can find anything. They look like they'd just be like, I don't know, Lizalfos or something.
Oh.
Yeah, functionally they're just, like, stronger Stalfos. So you'd think they'd just be Lizalfos.
I'm surprised you get the big key to go through everything first.
Yeah, gotta get the big key before you can even go into the dungeon.
Not necessarily a weird mechanic, it's just an interesting way to do things. Yeah, Zaku means, like, small fry. I think it's... I don't know if it's exactly like a Yakuza-esque thing, but that's why, like, the Zakus are, like, such the easily killable things, because they're like, yeah, they're just the small fries, nobody cares about the Zakus. I was curious, because this floor is way too smooth for this place. Something about it angers my eyes. Boy, I wonder if I'm going to be needing bombs up ahead at some point.
I, like, love and hate those enemies. I think they're neat. But they also never freaking function right. They're called Gibbo.
You know what? I'm gonna ruin it for you. They're called Patrick Star now, because that's what I just saw, and I thought, like, oh, they look like a starfish. Oh, they look like Patrick.
I also feel like they take more damage than they should.
They're surprisingly non-threatening for such weird creatures.
They're shockingly tanky, so I feel like they're just kind of supposed to be in the way, more so than an outright threat.
I guess.
Which kind of works. Kind of makes sense.
They're not really doing anything. Okay, get stuck, loser.
It's a ghost fairy.
Wait, did I have a bottle? Oh. Must have ran out of my potions. Oh, right, that one boss.
Yup.
just a cricket over there.
Oh, Zazak is a combination of Japanese onomatopoeia, za, meaning rustling cloth, and a different zaku, meaning cutting something. Probably just spelled a little differently.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time with like different kanji and everything.
Yeah.
Did I not place it right? Fine.
Yeah, it's just a crappy floor.
Fine. Fine. We'll just do that then. Let's play your way game.
Why are you leaving?
Well, actually, there's two reasons. Let me undo that hot mess there for a second. This blue block here. I want to see what was in this door.
Just you went up. You went up the stairs and then.
Yeah, there's also the fact that, like, there was a Sahasrala block there, and it was blocked by the red ones, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll just do that here in a second. But I was also like, I always do this where I come into a spot, and, it's that weird thing where, like, I almost fell down that hole there. Let's not do that again. When you... It's like that, what just happened there. It's like when you go past a room that has a thing blocking the way, and you're just like, oh, well, I'll just have to come back to this because there's obviously some way blocking it. And, like, the next room over is whatever is blocking it. And you just go like, all right, I'll hit this, and then just keep on moving. Instead of, like, doing the thing where you go like, but there was a thing just blocking it that way. Maybe I should go check that out real quick.
I suppose I wouldn't have gone up the stairs then in that case.
Yeah, but I was just like, my thought process was like, I should go check that out here in a second. Oh, there's a Sahasrala block here. Oh, I have to hit that block again. I might as well just, like, go back downstairs, hit the block, and then just make my own way.
So there's a Dynalphos and a Lizalphos, and what the crap is the difference?
Design. Oh man, I can't wait to fight a Souls-like boss in here.
And the Lizalphos are distinctly different from the Geru that were in Link's Adventure.
Yeah, those things. I think we went over that through Link's Adventure, where we were like, aren't these just the Zalphos? And they were like, no, they're like Gerus. And we were like, what nonsense are you on about?
Which are also different, distinctly different, from Daira, who is also from Adventures of Link, and is still just a human with a lizard human. Zelda, you have 4 different lizard human enemies.
I think they really just kind of stuck with Lizalphos after this, because it was just basically what they were on. Because in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, those are Lizalphos.
Yeah, those are Lizalphos. Those look like chameleons.
I think they've made it clear that Lizalphos can look like anything after so long. So it's like... It's not something to be like, oh man, every design has to be this design. It's like, we'll design Lizalphos however we feel like.
And yet, on the Lizalphos page, it lists them as existing in the Adventures of Link, and when you look at that, it's just the Geru! Zelda, you're drunk!
Go home. I'm not drunk. You're drunk. Earl, it's me, Zelda. Don't be deceived by the magic of Blind the Thief. Be careful. 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 It's a weird-ass echo. So apparently there's somebody in here named Blind the Thief.
Yeah, we heard about them in the light world.
I'm on max arrows, but still, give me the arrows.
Yeah, heard about them in the light world. That was, the Thieves' hideout.
Yeah, wasn't it like one of the guys went like, hey, our boss disappeared or something?
Something like that.
I think he said he didn't. Didn't he, like, not like light or something? Like, that's why he got a new hideout?
Something like that. Oh, also, remember, this is my epiphany. Remember in the Dark World, where the old Thieves' hideout was that you went up to and you couldn't go in?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, oh man, we can't get in. And it was just this, like, almost knee-high looking building with barred windows along the edge of it.
Yeah, it's like sunk in.
Yeah, guess where you are right now?
The sunken temple?
I don't know how old this game is off the top of my head, but it took me that long to put that connection together.
Oh, that was part of the dungeon the whole time?
Yeah, that those things are part of the dungeon, and it's these rooms specifically.
What are these little cricket things? Cricket lizards?
They're just bugs.
Well, it gave me bombs, so...
You did it.
I don't know what that does for me.
Well, you blew a hole in the floor, so you got light down to a lower level.
I must have missed a part of the map. I haven't gotten the basement 2 yet. There was a basement. There was a door down. I think it was past the blue ones. Yeah, there's...
Oh, this dungeon is actually called Thieves' Town.
Thieves' Town? That's a name, I guess.
Really? Thieves' Town? I figured you'd think Thieves' Town would be, I don't know, the town.
Yeah.
No, the town is the village of outcasts. And then the thieves specifically have their own town.
I'm waiting for one of them to get close to me, but it's really kind of feeling like either of them's going to be that stupid. Yeah, I'm getting next to him. Do you see that big Mario block he has?
Or you. Come on.
Bam!
Gotcha.
Like it's either or, just kills them instantly.
I'm pretty sure that does the same damage as a regular rock.
Yeah.
Even though it's, like, friggin' huge.
It's just funnier that it's just like, boom. So I'm assuming that's a fairy thing.
Could just be decoration.
That too. Not everything is just because.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could look at the map.
Did I just go through without a key?
Yeah, just opens. It's unlocked. I mean, it's closed, but it's not locked. It makes the money noise when you go through, and it feels weird to me. It feels like it should, like, cost money. Thank you very much. You've saved me.
Thank you very much for playing my game. Man, she can keep up.
That seems suspicious.
Why are you a human in this world? Everyone changes when they get here. I had to get a special pearl from a tower. Oop, and I killed her.
Drugs.
You win this time. Alright, gang, you know what this means. Hurry the heck up now, because I was going to hit them all, but apparently that's just not going to happen.
The Titans, man!
Now you can lift the heaviest stones that were once impossible to budge.
If it's a rock now, you can probably pick it up. Well, not necessarily. There's like those friggin' giant ones out in the swamp that are part of the environment and not actually intended for you to pick up. But otherwise... Yeah, what was it? Yeah, every rock is on the same damage table.
What the crap is this room for?
Trap room. It's here because you have taken a wrong turn. I hate how, because those things are so small, your sword beams can actually, like, just go around them.
Does this impress you? How about this?
See me just chuck that thing. You know, I can only do that because I'm wearing these gauntlets I got in this dungeon.
Ain't that impressive?
I wish they could just fall down pits. I mean, they can, but they won't just go down on their own.
Oh, hey, it's got light in here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bright.
Too bright! And now you fight actual Blind the Thief. Unfortunately, you cannot harm that head flying around. It's just there to be annoying.
So, if I took her outside, because I knew she was Blind the Thief all the time, does she, like, go like, tee-hee, you don't know, or something?
If you try to, she stops you at the door and says, I forget what exactly, it's something like, oh, let's not go this way.
So it's like you just can't leave the dungeon.
Yeah, you can't leave the dungeon. Or if you can, she doesn't follow you.
Oh, and it's the same model, too. Earl, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. What?
Yeah, I wonder if Blind, like...
He had to, like...
explicitly took the form of that.
Yeah, because I think the whole point is you're supposed to, like... Because that thing I pointed out was like, why do you look human? Is the idea that maybe the maidens are protected from the Dark World's transformation powers.
Which would make sense. They got all that magic power in them.
Which would make sense because they're maiden, they're also the sages and everything. But I think the only thing that protects them is actually, like, the crystals they're encased in. I think there's the idea, isn't it he works for Ganon, too?
Yeah. So it may have been, like... If you had some idea that that was one of the maidens, then you could have thought, like, oh, maybe Blind hadn't imprisoned her in a crystal or anything. She was just being held behind prison bars or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that could have been neat if they had explained just a little bit more. That you go in there and go, oh, this is the maiden. Yeah, let's get the crap out of here.
Like if somebody just said in town, like, oh yeah, there's just a maiden in there for some reason. Don't know where Blind the Thief went, though.
Well, I think they've said that that's a maiden, but they didn't know that it was one of, like, the sages. I think that's specifically what I meant, is, like,
yeah,
one of the sage
As the wise men sealed the way to the Dark World, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle.
Yup.
You are perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights.
Yup.
Yarp. It is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Is it really ironic? Don't you think?
I don't know.
That's the line from the song.
I don't know if I'd consider that ironic.
Poetic, maybe?
Poetic,
The
maybe.
last is the one that becomes the hero.
And even then, like... Well, when all the knights were around before, we didn't know who was going to be the hero. There was no chance for him to step up.
What if there was the middle person who was just like, you're the hero? I was like, cool, I guess. I'm the middle in the line, but whatever.
What if, like, all the knights survived up until this time, and then when this happened, Ganon's just in there going like, alright, time to wait for the hero, and like 500 knights all show up and just wreck him?
I don't know how many guys it's going to take to kick my ass, but I know how many they brought.
So you did it, you beat Dungeon 4, and you got the Titan's Mitt, Lift 3.
Oh my god, it does upgrade the whole time. Silly me.
So now you can pick up the dark things.
Yep.
And there are 2 things you can do right here in town that you saw last time.
Oh,
you were
yes,
here.
there is. There's a couple things I can do.